Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Muscatine Today Show. So happy to be here with you. I hope that you guys all had a really great long weekend, enjoyed the nice weather, and hopefully got out and maybe had a picnic or did something nice yesterday. It was beautiful out. So I want to start off the show by saying thank you to all of our great sponsors. Without them, there would be no show. So thank you so much to our newest sponsor of the show, Muscatine Power and Water, Rivo Plumbing and Heating, R7 Reclaimed, Impact Life Blood Center, right over here next to us where we're doing the show from. They are in really great need of some blood donations. So if you are able, please call them up, make an appointment, and go donate some blood. Also, Lutheran Living, CBI, Toyota Muscatine, Impact Athletic Performance, Suntan City, Real Estate Resource Associates, and Unity Point Health, Trinity Muscatine, and then of course Hy-Vee. We take over their Market Grill Express every morning to bring the show to you all. This morning we have a couple of guests to talk about something we use every day. Literally every day, very important to us. They're here from Muscatine Power and Water to kind of kick off their sponsorship of the show and to talk about a lot of cool things that are happening at Muscatine Power and Water. You probably have heard about some of these things in the news, on their website, their cool new website, which we'll also talk about today. But we have the general manager, Gage Huston, and then also director Erika Cox is also with us this morning. So thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
I appreciate it. After a long weekend, I just like get you right back into it. You have to put on your smiles, make sure you look good for the cameras, all of that first thing.
Well, we were out in the sun yesterday, so hopefully that
perfect.
helps.
Yes, yeah. You got like a little bit of sun.
Right.
And, well, I'm glad that you guys joined because there are a lot of things happening at Muscatine Power and Water. So current customers may have noticed already the cool new website that has launched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're really excited about the new website.
It looks awesome.
It launched in May, and it's fun. It's got a lot of personality and a lot of color to it. So not only are we trying to make it more engaging from that standpoint, but also make it a lot easier for customers to find content or find help from us that they need.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So what was the biggest push for you guys to launch this new website? Like what was it really? Was it just that people needed more access? Was it just wanting to be more forthcoming about information? What was that big push to really come out with this brand new website? Because it is full of information. I mean, it is totally different and new. As a customer of MPW, I noticed right away, like there's so much information even on the homepage.
Right.
Yeah, I think from our standpoint, we know that customers are finding more and more of their information online, and our old website didn't have the best or the most contemporary search functionality from it, and we know that people are wanting to get information in kind of more chunks of information, shorter chunks, and so we really revamped how we communicated information on the website and how we helped people find it. I think one of my favorite features of the website is we have a search bar on there, and it has a predictive search function on it. So you could type email, and it'll give you 5 different things on email that you might be interested in, or internet, or electricity.
Yeah.
So that's one of the features that I really like.
Yeah.
Another great design feature with the new website is it's adaptable, so it works much better on a mobile device than the old website did. And so now as we make changes to the website, it just automatically formats well with the mobile device, which we know most customers are using that format to access the information.
Oh, for sure.
So it's great.
I mean, even just to pay my bill and stuff, sometimes I'm like, oh crap, I need to do that right now.
Right.
So you whip out your phone, and it's so much easier to do that now.
Yeah.
So just going into the future with MPW in another way, we actually have the website to pull up just to show a little snippet of what it looks like if people haven't been on it yet. I know not everybody goes online to pay their bills and stuff, but you'll want to now. This is going to make you want to do it because you'll want to get on and check out just all of the information that's right there. Lots of videos with information about some of the stuff that's happening at MPW. Just lots of colors, and it's very engaging for sure.
I think a couple other points that I'd like to share with your viewers is we have an enhanced outage map. So on our outage page now, it not only shows where we might be having an electric outage, which are rare, but it also shows if we're having an outage with fiber, and it gives our service boundaries. So customers can check there first if their power's not out, or maybe their internet is out. They can check there and see if there's an electric outage or a known fiber outage. And if they see it on there, then we know about it.
Right.
So you don't necessarily need to call us anymore like we used to have to rely on.
Right. Yep.
So that's a really nice feature. And then we can maintain My MPW. That's kind of, to me, your one-stop shop for a lot of things that you might want to do with MPW. Submit your meter reading, email the help desk, find out about maintenance windows or anything that we have going on. So that's another feature that I really like.
Yep. Speaking of help desk, we seriously have to give them props, right? You guys have like the best help desk ever. Seriously.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I hear from consistently from our customers is how great the help desk is. Whenever somebody has an issue with their cable, even if it's just something with their own equipment, a lot of times our help desk heroes can help walk them through whatever that issue is and get them resolved. And I hear often too that the level of patience that the help desk reps have, to troubleshoot an issue and work it through to solution. We're really lucky to have that local support right here in Muscatine.
Yeah. So we all know that a lot of work goes into like planning a new website and all of the teamwork that's behind that. So what kind of a team did you guys have to put together at MPW to get this launched? And was there a lot of local people involved in that on the team at MPW to?
Yeah, there certainly was. Our lead for the project was Mandy Angotti. She's our web and social media specialist, and a huge project for her. She did a great job with it. We did use an outside firm in helping with the design and the architecture of it, but within MPW, if there's content on the website, those departments were involved. So water, electric, communications, customer service, energy efficiency. So it was a project that really touched throughout the entire utility.
Wow. That's a pretty big project. How long have you guys been working on the new website?
We started a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely worth it. I can tell you as a customer that it makes a difference for sure. So very nice. So let's go into, speaking of future and jumping into the future, one of the new things is really powering the future and where things are going with that. And so a lot has been talked about with powering the future and how is MPW going to be doing that and what are you guys' plans. So let's talk a little bit about what some of the plans are, immediate plans, and then maybe some of the plans that are a little bit further out.
Yeah, great question. So Muscatine really is on the cusp of a major transition in how we produce and get our power for electricity here in town. For a long time, we've been a predominantly coal-fired utility. We have a little bit of renewables in our portfolio. But last year, we implemented a new strategic plan. And as part of that strategic plan, we put together this Powering the Future initiative. That involves several objectives, but it includes phasing out of coal-fired electricity and replacing that with a combination of renewables, market purchases, and potentially a coal-fired unit. And we're really focused on finding a balanced approach of reliability, affordability, flexibility, and sustainability now. And we think that that balance is really important to how we produce electricity for the future.
Yeah. So why is the balance important to you guys? So many people are talking about like this 100% renewable energy and getting to that, but what are some of those big concerns with going 100%? I mean, you're talking about using all sorts of kinds of energy. Why has MPW chose to keep all of those options available?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I think it really highlights why that balance is so important. So we recognize that the sustainability piece is an important part of our future, but if you put too much priority on that, it can start to affect those other factors, and in particular, reliability and affordability. So with an all-renewable portfolio, cost is still a really big factor. So it's relatively competitive to just add renewables onto the system, but when you go to replace the entire system with renewables, and you have to provide the same amount of redundancy and reliability, that's when the cost really balloons and gets out of hand. And there's still a lot of questions about the reliability side of an all-renewable portfolio. And so what our plan accomplishes is we maintain that award-winning reliability that we have here in Muscatine, low rates below state averages on into the future, and reduce our carbon impact by at least 65%.
Wow, 65%. That's a pretty big jump to do. And so what's the goal as far as getting this kind of going?
Yeah, so there's several phases to it. One of the first phases was the announcement of a retirement of 2 of our coal-fired units, units 7 and 8. And so the board just made that decision last week at the board meeting. So that unit will retire in May of 2023. So that's kind of step one. The other step is to expand our renewable portfolio. So we did an RFP a few months ago to solicit proposals for a local 30 megawatt solar garden right here in Muscatine. And we're going through the process. We've selected a final bidder on that RFP now, and we're negotiating with them final contract terms. And so we're really excited to see that local solar garden come to fruition here in Muscatine as well.
Wow. So what kind of impact does that have, closing down, those plant, like how does that impact the community, jobs, things like that? Those are always some of the first concerns that people have when you're making changes like this.
Right.
So what are some of the impacts that people can expect and be aware of?
Yeah, it's a great question. That unfortunately is something that does get lost in this sometimes as you look to phase out these coal-fired units and retire plants. It does impact staff. We have a lot of staff at the plant that have dedicated their entire career to serving Muscatine and keeping these plants running reliably and efficiently over the years. And this will have an impact on them. We're looking at a reduction of some of our staff at the power plant as part of that retirement. And so we will work very hard to try and ensure a smooth transition for that staff. We'll work on retraining, placement services, whatever we can do to help them transition smoothly. But it's a really unfortunate impact of these plans and this decision, and something that sometimes gets lost in the climate discussion.
Sure.
That decision was really gut-wrenching for us because we're a small enough organization that these aren't just numbered staff people. These are people we know. We know them, we know their spouses, we know their families, and so we recognize the impact. And so it was a really tough decision for our staff, our leadership team, and the board to make that decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, it's good to hear that you guys are making steps to get them trained for other positions within the organization. Some of them will be retiring, right?
Right.
They've already dedicated enough years that that's a possibility.
Yeah.
So that could be an exciting thing as well.
Yeah. We see it as happening through a combination of retirements, some attrition, and then try to minimize the amount of actual layoffs.
Sure.
One of the other things in terms of impact to the community is there's an economic development impact. So that plant operates, it has several millions of dollars of O&M budget every year. That money generally goes right back into the local economy as we support the operation of those units, and that will go away. And so there will have some indirect impact on the local economy from that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. These are a lot of things that people don't necessarily think about when they are pushing towards, we want to go, 100% renewable. We want to, push towards the future, which is important, and we want to be cautious about how we're affecting our planet and all of those things, but a lot goes into that as well.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and another aspect of that 100% renewable option is really cost. So I mentioned that our rates have historically been below state and national averages, and we have a really proud history of low rates in Muscatine. Our estimates at a high level show that 100% renewable option would roughly double our electric rates. And that would have a significant impact, obviously, on everybody in Muscatine, but in particular, our low-income customers. We have a fair amount of low-income customers in Muscatine that at times struggle to pay, all of their bills anyway. So a doubling of their electric bill would have a significant impact on those customers. It also would have a big impact on our business community in Muscatine. That's one of the things that's great about Muscatine is we have so many opportunities with the business and industry that we have here, but a doubling of rates would have a significant impact on those businesses and likely push them to look at other locations, and that would have a very significant impact on Muscatine as well. And so again, our approach tries to kind of balance that impact to achieve some pretty ambitious, we think, climate goals while also keeping those rates low.
I think we had like a graphic maybe from the website that kind of shows where you guys stand as far as the cost in comparison with,
Yeah, and what you can see there, this is something we like to highlight a lot. We're really proud of this fact, and you can see in all three customer classes we're somewhere around 10 to 11% below the state average and even more below the national average. And that's something we have a lot of pride in, a long history of low rates, and a lot of that has been driven by having local generation here in Muscatine. And so that is, as we look forward to one of the pieces of our future plan involves a local combined heat and power natural gas fired unit, and we think that local generation is really important to protect the rate impact of this plan as well as reliability.
So I've seen this little pie chart thing that's on a lot of you guys' I don't know, like literature, it's on the website, all of these things. And I wanted to bring that up today on the show because in talking with some people at MPW, I've kind of learned a little bit about why that's so important to you guys and how you guys came up with it. And I think that some viewers would be interested in that information as well. I think they also have this graphic, but talk to us a little bit about this graphic and what made you choose these specific words and how you kind of got to this.
Sure. You want to talk a little bit about how the graphic came together? I could certainly talk about the 4 factors.
So this is a difficult concept. I've worked at MPW for 20 years, and I came up not through power generation, so it even takes me a while to be able to follow this. So one of the things that we started from early on was having information out here for customers to be able to learn about this. And so we have a page dedicated to Powering the Future on our website. If you go under electric, you can find Powering the Future. And it talks about our position and what our plan is going forward as we transition our power supply locally. It also has a bunch of questions that we've received from customers, from the public, from our board, things that we think are important that we want customers to know about. So I'd encourage folks to go out and look at that web page. And part of that page is the graphic that we have up there right now with the pie shape that you referenced. And it really goes into what we're trying to do with this transition is balance all 4 of those factors because they're all very important. But like Gage said, you can't prioritize any one over the rest or it's going to jeopardize all of them.
Yeah, and we've got some feedback from our customers over the last several months. We've been down at Almost Friday Fest. We've used our Facebook page to engage, to get some feedback on what of those factors is most important to our customers. And consistently what we've seen is that it's really a combination of all of them. And like we talked about earlier, if you put too much emphasis on one, you can really sacrifice the others. And so we think that it's really important. And I think that graphic highlights that they all work together. It's kind of that puzzle piece, format that everything has to come together to provide, the right supply for Muscatine.
Yeah, all of those words are so important. And I remember sitting in that meeting and talking about like, okay, well, what do these words mean to you? Which ones are more important in Almost Friday Fest when you guys were pulling people down there? And it is. It's like, well, which one is more important? You have to, reliability is important, but you also have to be able to afford it. And, if you can't afford it, then you don't have the reliability anyways. And so it is. It's very important to think through all of those.
And I think the electric industry is at a time where we're going to start to see some pressure on how that balance works and shifts, because I think we've seen this in California in recent years. We also saw it in Texas this last winter, where the reliability piece started to suffer because of some of the transitions to increased renewables. And we think that it's important to continue to head down that transition path, but it's also really, really important that we don't sacrifice reliability along the way. And on the affordability side and other factors, you could look at California as an example. Their rates are roughly double already what our rates are, and they still get about 40% of their electricity from gas and coal. And so they're farther along that renewable path, but it's had a significant impact on affordability, and they're seeing the last couple of years an impact on reliability as well, as they see brownouts, rolling brownouts and blackouts during peak times when the renewable energy isn't there to support the system.
Yeah. So I think this was also something that we talked about. How long does it take if you were like 100% renewable? How long could we go? Like if there was just like no sun, like it was just very gloomy, how long could a unit like actually power our city without it,
Yeah, and that's
going into like blackout?
That's a great question, and that drives to why the rate impact is so significant, because not only would you have to overbuild a significant amount of solar and say wind also to produce enough energy, then you'd have to have significant, huge battery storage systems to be able to save enough energy to ride through when the wind dies down or when the sun isn't shining. And we've done some modeling to just get you through one sunny day, and the amount of batteries is significant. That wouldn't even cover if you had 2 cloudy days in a row or a week of cloudy days, which is certainly feasible. So the amount of battery storage to do that is just significant, and that's where the costs really start to balloon out of control.
Sure. Well, it sounds like you guys have a good plan moving forward and have put a lot of thought into how to move forward in the right direction and still leave that flexibility so that it's affordable for everybody, and we don't have blackouts, and we don't, there's so much that goes into it that we don't all think about. So. Yeah,
the flexibility piece is maybe a little, more ambiguous in that puzzle, but it's really important because, as I said, the industry is going through a lot of change, and with more renewable energy on the system, it's very intermittent. It goes up and down. Having flexibility to respond to that intermittency, we think, is really important to make sure that the lights stay on. And then our plan includes a little bit, we call it an open part of the portfolio, where we plan to buy more out of the market in the shorter term. And that will allow us to watch as the industry evolves, watch as technology evolves, and identify maybe there's a better solution to help fill in that part of the portfolio in the coming years.
Another thing that has been talked about is the expansion of like the high-speed internets, and so let's talk a little bit about that, because that's another exciting thing that's happening at MPW is just expanding further and further for people who are a little bit outside of city limits, and that's exciting for them, because that's always people are always looking. I see people all the time on Facebook like, who do you have? Like, I can't get MPW, so now what? So that's an exciting topic when you hear that MPW is expanding a little bit further.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we're really positioned for that now with the completion of our fiber to the home project. So we've got all of our existing customers converted. And then what we're doing is putting dollars into our annual capital budget so that we can do some small expansions. What we're going to focus on first are neighborhoods that are already adjacent to our existing neighborhood or to our existing service area. We don't plan to expand to Davenport or Iowa City or anything like that, but there are several neighborhoods in the Muscatine community that are very close to us that now with our fiber infrastructure we think that we can expand to it. We started an expansion this year. Our service currently on Solomon Road ends at Eagle Watch subdivision, and so we're going up Solomon into Rolling Meadow Lane. We've completed our main line already. We're getting drops in. We should be able to turn those customers up by the end of September, which they are really excited about. Next year we're looking at North Tipton Road. We have a piece that we've not been able to serve, so we'll look at going out there next year as a small extension. And then for a bigger extension, the state of Iowa recently put together a notice of funding availability. And I applaud Governor Reynolds and her team. The national standard for high-speed internet is a speed of 25 download and 3 upload. Governor Reynolds has set the standard. She wants 100 megabits per second delivered to all Iowans, which is a perfect match for our fiber infrastructure. So we put in a grant application to extend our service territory from Geneva Hill Road all the way out to Skylane Drive out Highway 22.
Oh, wow.
So that would be a huge expansion for us. Probably not something that we can do without some state help, state assistance with that. So we're hoping in the next couple of weeks to learn if our application has been approved.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, that'll be a celebration for sure. We'll have to celebrate that on the show.
Well, and as you said, Ashley, we hear the same comments that people want the service, especially with the fiber upgrade. They see the benefits of that. They see how how much more reliant their household is on the internet, and the higher bandwidth allows them to do more. And so they're anxious to get that kind of service. And so we're excited to be able to start to hopefully do more and more expansions in the coming years.
Yep. Well, lots of exciting things and moving into the future. And I love just hearing the powering the future and how you guys use that, because truly that is what's happening and moving into the future and making those choices that are good for our community. And it's always good to hear that there are really smart people who are putting a lot of work into making the right decisions for our community. And that sounds like what has been going on behind the scenes for quite a while at MPW.
Well, next year, the electric utility will celebrate its 100th anniversary. So MPW has been powering Muscatine for 100 years next year. And that's only happened because of thoughtful and good leadership and decisions over the past century. And we're continuing that tradition, and our board is continuing that tradition to be forward-looking. And evolving our power supply to incorporate more renewables. It definitely positions us, but also having that reliability with that baseload generating unit here in Muscatine, transitioning from coal to gas. It's cleaner burning, it's better for the environment. So all good things for Muscatine.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the team, there's a very strong, knowledgeable, dedicated team working on these plans. Doug White is our power production supply director. Jamie Raker, who's our chief plant engineer, and his team of engineers down there that are really driving these studies and driving the analysis of these different options. We're lucky in Muscatine to have a team that's so talented and committed to getting this right, because we recognize how important it really is. And I think the other thing is that we're going to continue to be transparent and open about how we share information. So it is a very technical and complex topic, and we've tried to do a lot of things to share that information. We, through our monthly open board meetings, we do an update every month now on this topic. Share information through the Powering the Future website, through our Facebook page. We've held a customer forum. We've got more customer engagement events planned in the future. So trying to get information out in a way that folks can hopefully understand and allow them to ask questions back to us if they have any. Yeah.
Even if you're not a technical person, you can get on the website and the facts page and stuff, some of those questions like you were mentioning. It's easy to understand. Because I'm not a technical person. I let them guys do all that. I think
a lot of people are like you. You just want to know that tomorrow, next year, 10 years from now, when I flip my light switch on, my lights are going to come on. And you don't want to be the expert. You don't need to be the expert, because you have confidence in the local team that we have here. And the other thing that I'd like to point out is we certainly have a dedicated local team, but we are also using industry experts and consultants to help us figure this path out. So we're making use of all the resources that we have available to us.
Right. Yeah, and I think like a typical customer, you want the lights to come on when you flip the switch. You don't want your bill to be out of hand in terms of price, but you want to have a more positive impact on the climate and the environment too. And that's where we think our plan really hits all of those factors.
I think you're right. It's exciting. I'm excited as a customer to hear about the new plans and the expansions that are happening. It means that our local utility company is growing and is doing well, and So I think that's all exciting stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you guys came on today to fill us in on all this stuff. I'm also excited that you guys are going to come on more frequently to fill us in, because there's always new stuff going on, but lots of big stuff in the near future. So
I know I've got 5 more pages of notes, so
I
we won't get to that today.
So next time.
Next time. Okay.
Next time. I do have to ask you to play a game.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. People always get scared. People always get scared when I say this. You don't have to do anything too embarrassing or anything like that. So our friends at CBI sponsor games on the show, as well as you've seen like Toyota What's in the Box and stuff, I'm sure. Well, CBI also sponsors games on the show. And today we're going to be doing toothpick words. So you both sit in. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a pile of toothpicks here in the middle of you guys, and you're going to try to spell out 3-letter words, as many as you can in the allotted time, okay? And so whoever has the most 3-letter words at the end of the minute wins.
All right.
All right. Okay. So there's your toothpicks. Let me get my timer here. All right.
How long do we have?
You have 1 minute
Oh boy.
to spell as many 3-letter words as you can. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
Get set.
Okay.
Go.
Gage does have young children, so he might be a little bit more used to this. Oh boy, they roll actually.
They do. How's that? Was that 1?
Can we keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Oh.
As many as you can.
Two. Oh boy, this one's going to be tricky.
Got about 15 seconds.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Pressure's on, Gage.
All right, time's up.
Oh no. Pencils down. Oh, I stopped and wiped them out.
Oh, you wiped them out each time? How many did you get?
4 or 5, I don't know. I think
Four.
Erika
You
won.
got Gage won, I'm
Nice
sure.
work.
Oh, so much
games.
pressure.
Get your heart
That was
going.
fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well, again, I'm so glad you guys joined us on the show today, and I'm glad that there's such an amazing team at MPW. Thank you guys, the whole team at MPW.
And I know if I need to play Scrabble, I'm not playing against Erika.
I know. She's a smart lady.
Yep, she'll take us both down.
Yep. Well, thank you so much. We're going to go to a quick commercial, and then we'll be back. I think a couple of my friends from Hy-Vee are going to come on and talk about some of the national days that we have going on that they're going to help me celebrate, right? Oh, yeah. We'll be right back.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message. I'm back. Not so fast. You can't return to a regular program yet. Not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. safe care your way. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
So you guys all know that our friends at Lutheran Living sponsor National Days. Well, today is Telephone Tuesday. I should have celebrated that with MPW. Telephone Tuesday.
Do you want me to call you?
Yes. No. But it's also National Beer Lovers Day. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Do you guys love beer?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I guess I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't want to get fired today. It's fine. Just kidding.
Say anything you want.
That's why Ben's here, to keep me out of trouble.
I love beer. So what are we going to talk about? It's Beer Lovers Day. So I assume you guys have some beer to talk
Yeah,
about.
they call him Beer Lovin' Ben for a reason.
Beer Lovin' Ben.
So we came on to
Actually,
talk
that's
about.
about my size.
That is.
So
Sweet potato
Yeah.
ale. Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about this.
So these are all, well, except for the Paulaner, these are all, within like 30, 40 minutes of the area. They're
Okay.
all, I guess, semi-local.
Yep.
Back Pocket up in Coralville. Kelowna is in Kelowna. And then Bennett River is up in the Quad Cities.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are their, so Oktoberfest, we start to see them now. I know it's not October technically, but it's Oktoberfest season. Let's be
Right.
real.
Let's be real.
So,
Got to start celebrating.
yes, the Oktoberfest is so good. So, and that one's the one from Back Pocket. They're Marzens. So, but yeah, these are all
So
good.
these are all available at Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, absolutely. All day. Kayleen will get you taken care of down in
Sweet.
Wine and Spirits.
Sweet potato. Have you tried this one?
I think I tried it a long time ago. Do you want to try it right now?
Is it cold?
Yeah, it's cold. I grabbed cold ones so you could drink
Okay.
them.
Try one, Ashley.
I'll do it. I ain't
I don't
scared.
know. I don't know if it's a twist top.
Hey, Isaiah, why Ashley's giving that a
I don't
shot?
think it is. Is it? I don't think it is.
Let's tell the customers what's kind of going on in the Market Grill. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got the bar back open every night for everybody to stop in. Are there a bunch of great events coming up that we need to get on everybody's radar?
Yeah, so it's football season. Everybody
It
knows.
is.
So today is our Touchdown Tuesday. Hawkeyes scored 34 points.
Wow.
So all you got to do is mention to your cashier. Don't forget to mention it. But for every $34 you're going to spend, you're going to get that 34-cent.
That is such a good deal.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, you can come in and buy.
That's on Tuesdays.
Yep.
After the Hawkeye game, whatever they score. So you got to really cheer them on.
Yes.
And hope that
yeah.
they score big.
I was hoping they'd run it up a little bit more this last weekend, but they did fine, right? 34-6.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We can take that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna start doing. We're gonna call it our Hy-Vee Market Grill Football Fuel Up. Probably just the football fuel up because that's a lot of words.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah. So basically, if you're in here, come in. Whether it be Friday nights, we're gonna have our Muskie watch parties. We're gonna have Muskie game on in here. Saturdays for college football, it's Iowa, Iowa State, and Illinois games. We're doing specials because we know we don't discriminate. We welcome all the fans, right? So we're gonna buy an appetizer, an entree, and then your domestic drafts for the rest of the game are $1. So It's a pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. So and then.
Sounds like a hangover.
Yeah, there was one table that had like 35. It was fine. It's fine. There were 6 of them, so it's not that many, right?
No.
So yes, and then so Saturday that'll be going on. Sunday we'll have $1.50 domestic drafts, $2 craft drafts, and then 10% off all of our starter section, so all of our appetizers. So basically, and then Monday night, same. We'll have football going, and so any one of those nights you can stop in, or all of them if you want to. All you do is take your receipt, sign your name and number on the back, and then we're actually going to have we're going to put you to work on Tuesdays.
Me?
Yes, you.
On Tuesday?
Yeah. So
Do I get to pick winners?
You get to pick the winner every
I love
Tuesday.
picking winners.
So it's pretty cool. It's going to be, Matt okayed us to give away 20 gallons a week.
What?
Yeah, 20 gallons a day.
I win every week. Would that be weird? Would that look fishy?
I think we're gonna have to talk to a few people. I don't know. Maybe.
Would that look fishy if I
It would
pulled
be
my own name
slightly-
out every week?
Yeah.
All the free food we give you and everything, me eating boogers on your show wasn't
Yeah.
enough.
I know, never enough.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
So lots of football deals.
lots of football deals. It's just the season, so.
The season.
Yeah, and Thursday night you could come in and watch football, and
Steak dinner Thursday
It
night, guys.
is.
We're doing the New York strip. Grilled shrimp on the grill. Comes with jumbo baked potato and corn on the cob again. So make sure you stop in Thursday. And like a couple weeks ago, Miss Ashley's gonna give another thing away.
Yeah.
We're gonna do free meals, so make sure you like, share, and comment on their Facebook page and everything. And Ashley's gonna pick a lucky winner, and we'll announce that Thursday on the show. Ashley, if you do that for me.
Yeah.
And then that way we can get a
So
hold of
many
them
things
so they can
away.
take advantage of that awesome steak dinner. And what's up with the new shirt you're wearing today, Isaiah?
my fancy Hy-Vee deal shirt. So you're going to see lots and lots of this coming to Hy-Vee. I got to stand up. Got my microphone thing. So on the back,
Oh.
you'll
Can
see.
we scan you?
Absolutely, 100%. Does QRs work? That's cool, right? And they're all over the store. They're going to take you right to the deals website. So that way, if you're in there shopping, you see a QR, you see an employee, it's not that weird. It's pretty common to just say, hey, I need to scan the back of your shirt. Totally do it.
I need to scan you, please.
So it's kind
Not
of
weird at all.
Yeah, it's a cool initiative that Hy-Vee's done because QRs are just, that's everybody's using them now. So
Right.
it just seems to be something that's going to help us kind of be ahead of the game as far as getting our deals out there.
Yeah, if you need a good deal, find Isaiah.
So yeah, scan me.
Turn around, let me see your backside.
We do
Get a
have
good
another
deal.
awesome thing going on in the market
He's
grill
like,
this
change
week.
of subject.
Get off of Isaiah.
His backside.
Another great thing going on this weekend, Ashley, is Hy-Vee is stepping up this year, 20-year anniversary of 9/11. We are going to have all the first responders in our store that morning for breakfast. So if you guys would love to come out and say thank you for all you do, let them know how much they're appreciated.
Yep.
But they're going to be in throughout 6 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Getting free breakfast and everything for the first
And it's not
responders.
even just a buffet. They get order
Yeah.
They
off
get to
the
order
menu.
whatever
Yeah.
they want off the menu for that.
That's crazy.
So
That's
we'd
awesome.
love everybody to stop out and just thank them for everything they do.
Yep.
Times are hard right now.
Yep.
With COVID, everybody's just in an uproar. So show them the support they really deserve, guys.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I saw that deal, and Hy-Vee breakfast is really good.
So good.
Come out and
Home style potatoes. So good.
come out and for sure, big high fives to all of the first responders having to work extra hours, extra hard right now,
Yeah.
but good celebration and great, great day to give them an extra thank you for sure. So that is from 6 to 2 on the 11th, just right around the corner. It's crazy to think that we're like
Yeah, 20 years.
20 years.
It's insane. Goes by
Insane.
fast.
So it's National Beer Day.
Yes, I need to get you a bottle opener.
So come out and grab some beers. You could even buy some for a friend
Absolutely.
and celebrate tonight.
Tailgate.
Tailgate.
What's your pick for this weekend, Ashley? Iowa or Iowa State?
Iowa.
You think?
Yeah. What do you think?
Iowa.
Okay. How many points are they going to score?
I think the final score is going to be 35-24, Iowa.
35-24. Chef Scott's here.
Chef Scott, we're good. Hey, what do you guys think about getting Chef Scott on to do some more Wellness Wednesdays?
Yeah. No.
How about Comfort Food Fridays?
Yeah. Fatty Fridays.
Fatty Fridays. I'm in. I'm in.
Yes. I'm trying the sweet potato ale. Have you ever had this, Chef Scott?
9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it's been a rough week.
You have to drink all of them now. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It is.
Yeah, sweet potato. Tastes like a sweet potato. It's like that would actually pair well with the steak dinner.
I don't know if it tastes exactly like a sweet potato, but it's pretty
You should-
sweet potato-y
you should drink
for.
more.
It's pretty sweet potato-y for a beer at 9 a.m. It's almost 10.
Yeah, no, it's definitely 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always 5 o'clock at the
But
Hy-Vee Market Grill.
But it's National Beer Lovers Day, so
Yes,
it doesn't
yes.
matter what time it is.
So, yeah.
Should have started at 4 this morning.
Yeah.
You should have.
Yep, we should all taken a day off and just,
So tons of great deals at Hy-Vee. Scan Isaiah's back for all the great deals. Get your beer over
yonder.
yonder.
Wine and
Spirits. Come enjoy football. What'd you say? Thursday? Friday? Saturday? Sunday? Monday?
Yes, you can enter
And-
once a day.
Touchdown Tuesday.
And touchdown. Just come to Hy-Vee every day is what we're saying. I mean, there's lots of
Basically
things. There's
every
something
day.
going on. Yeah. Yeah.
Basically every day.
This is the only.
I come here pretty.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Is this the only bar in town that you can actually grocery shop in? Because I think it is.
I think, yeah.
So I mean, it's worth checking out.
You could, yeah. I mean,
Way less stops.
honey, I'm going to get some groceries.
Yeah. And then I mean,
It ain't a
you
lie.
get a call. Yeah, I'll pick up some groceries on the way home. It's a good
No
way to look
problem.
good to the significant other. So yeah.
Just getting some sweet potatoes.
Yeah, all the sweet potatoes. All right. Well, thank you for having us on.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on and celebrating National Beer Lovers Day with me, letting me try one of your sweet potato ales. What are some of the beers that you have back here that people might want to try
So
when they come?
right now, I'll be honest, I put a ton of domestics on because of that dollar domestic drafts. So right now, outside of
We'll be
domestics,
honest.
yeah, we have like it's for once. But the Easy Eddie, it's a easy drinking pale ale. I mean, that's from Big Grove, so that's also pretty local.
Yep.
Mango Cart, that's a mango wheat ale. That's pretty popular. That's grown a lot over this last year. And then Blue Moon, we've got, come in, get your bloody beer, and we can even throw a little OJ in there. Fresh squeezed orange juice with the Blue Moon is spectacular. Spectacular.
All right. So you heard it here first on the Muscatine Today Show. You're going to come to Hy-Vee and enjoy some football
Yes.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then come on Touchdown Tuesday
Yes.
to get your groceries
Yes.
at a super awesome
Make sure everybody I'm putting on everybody, tell all the first responders we want to thank them,
September
so send them
11th.
out this Saturday.
Yes.
So, yep.
Tell them all, everybody. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you, Miss
Appreciate it.
Ashley.
No problem.
Thank you. And I'll be announcing a bunch of winners. And I love winners.
Yeah. So it's going to be exciting
It
football
will.
season, and then just trying to get a real bar feel established, real restaurant
Yep.
feel. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah. And you can come and visit me at 9 a.m. if you want.
Yeah, because we're gonna, we'll announce it as it comes, but kind of do trivia nights and bingo nights and things like that. So there'll be a lot going on out here.
A lot going on around here, these parts. All right, guys. So I am just going to quick plug, and then we're going to talk more about it tomorrow. But Fruitland Fun Days is this weekend. Did you guys know that?
I did.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Isaiah.
You know what? I'm just out here.
Friday night, you have to go to the Glow Parade. It's brand new. It's going to be so fun.
How does that work?
You're going to put glow sticks, light up your whatever, your golf cart, your four-wheeler,
Lawnmower?
your lawnmower, your bicycle, your car, whatever you want to do.
Just myself? If I want to walk?
Yourself, if you want
Is
to
that cool?
walk, absolutely.
I like that.
And we're going to have a parade at night. It's going to be so fun.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
And that's which night?
That's Friday night. This Friday night.
So is it just right at dark?
So we're lining up at 8:30. You just show up, line up. No registration needed. Show up, line up. And then we're going to have a parade in Fruitland. It's going to be super fun. So bring your glow sticks, bring the kids, show up and line up. It'll be fun.
Family-friendly rave.
I thought we had Isaiah on because that's how we were going to plug this. The bald hair,
This,
just like the light bulb.
Glow.
if I get in this light, does it ruin the shot? No? Okay. Just want to make sure.
My eyes hurt a little bit, but
Sunglasses.
I wear sunglasses all the time with Isaiah. But yes, tons of events happening at Fruitland Fun Days. So I'll talk more about that all week, but put it on your calendar for now and check out the Facebook page and get ready to have a lot of fun down in Fruitland. Bands, car shows, all of the things. So I am looking forward to seeing you all down there in my neck of the woods. Isaiah.
Fruit Town.
Fruit Town, the fruit land, the land of the fruit.
Yep.
So, all right, until tomorrow, when I see you all again, remember that kindness is free, Isaiah. So you need to spread that stuff wherever you go.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Hello, I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaimed, located in Grandview, Iowa. We mix old and new goods together so that you can find the story of your home. When you get here, you will find a mix of old and new goods that are put together so seamlessly you won't even be able to tell which is which. And not only that, it's going to speak to you and your home. We are worth the road trip. We call it the R7 road trip. So punch in 337 Cemetery Lane, Grandview, Iowa into that GPS and make the road trip.